on that mellifluous note, let's march ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to get started for our next segment of the event. And this is where we'd like to take the opportunity to honor some of our special guests this evening. It is our way of recognizing excellence and also appreciating valuable contribution that's been made by them to the real estate sector. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Realty Plus Scroll of Honor. For presenting the Scroll of Honor, I'd like to now invite on stage our esteemed chief guest, Shri Shekhar Dutt, and may I also invite Ms. Sapna Srivastava to please come on stage. May I kindly invite Mr. Shekhar Dutt to please come on stage as well. I'd like to request Ms. Sapna Srivastava to please come on stage as well for presenting of the Realty Plus Scroll of Honor. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, to receive the Scroll of Honor, I'd like to humbly invite on stage Architect Professor Christopher Charles Benninger, Founder, Director, Christopher Charles Benninger Architects Private Limited. I'm going to request our presenters to kindly remain on the stage, as I'd now like to invite Mr. Dipesh Bhaktani, National Convener of Credai Youth Wing and Executive Director of JC Homes, to please come on stage to accept the Scroll of Honor. Note, may I now invite Mr. Sanjay Dutt, the CEO, India Operations of Ascendaz, Singbridge, to please come on stage to receive the Scroll of Honor. I now request Architect Kutub Manviwala to please come on stage and receive the Scroll of Honor on behalf of Dr. Kaid Zohar Bhai Izzuddin, the Chairman of Saifi Burhani Upliftment Trust. I now request Mr. Rajesh Mohan, the General Manager, Ambi Valley City and Hotel Sahara Star, to please come on stage to receive the Scroll of Honor on behalf of Mr. Vivek Kumar, Chief Executive Officer, Ambi Valley City and Hotel Sahara Star. Can we have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? May I now request Chinmay Garsappa to please come on stage to receive the Scroll of Honor on behalf of Mr. Ashok Mohanani, the Chairman and Managing Director of Ekta World. gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause as I now invite architect Prem Nath, principal architect of Prem Nath and Associates, to please come on stage and graciously accept the scroll of honor. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for architect Prem Nath. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, may I please invite Mr. Prateek H. Patel, Director, Rajesh Life Spaces, to please come on stage to accept the Scroll of Honor Award. Congratulations to all the Scroll of Honor winners, and thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Sapna, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we are quickly going to be setting the stage for our next panel discussion on a very interesting title, which is the Workspace Management, Raising the Company's Bottom Line. As you can see, we got to take probably just a minute or two to set the stage. Yes, let's have all the chairs back on the stage. We have the video ready, so we are technologically sound as of now. Let's play the video.
Savoir-Faire Academy is a personality development and image enhancement platform that contours and customizes topics of training based on individual requirements. Our programs help one maximize potential by helping overcome perceived shortcomings, thereby instilling confidence and increasing the rate of success. From the time you enter a room to the handshake you make, the conversation you strike and the gesture, you're faced with diverse situations. How you conduct yourself in these situations is a telling difference between success and failure. Mind you, there are others in the race too, equally willing and talented. Be it an interview, a presentation, or your first date, the impression you cast will decide the result you'll have. Our professionals and experts coach you to perfection in an environment that is highly interactive and creatively charged.
Everyone in this world needs to communicate better. Otherwise, everything is confined within yourself. You may look very beautiful, present yourself very well, dress very elegantly, walk into a room with great glamour and confidence, etc. And the moment you open your mouth, there's nothing coming out.
Hats off to Konkona and Savoir-Faire for what they've done with the academy. I think life is not about making 100% improvement. It's about making small 1% here and there, and that's what they're doing at the academy, just refining in every area of your life, whether it be business, etiquette, and now hopefully health and wellness too.
Our programs enhance your elegance, poise, style, personal grooming, communication skills, international etiquette and protocol, fitness and well-being, networking. Savoir-Faire does not believe in running daily or monthly classes. Instead, we offer specially tailored programs, each different from the other. We also offer very special one-on-one training sessions for our private clients, conducted with utmost secrecy, without the disclosure of your personal information or individual identity.
Our vision of social is you would do business socially always. So the social tools can help you enhance your brand value, your customer retention, your customer feedback systems, and improvement of your product. So in a way, it's very, very compulsive medium for every business to look at it seriously.
And this is one platform which will help every student to become a better individual in the years to come.
I don't think people realize how important communication is with respect to not only the voice but also body language.
For me, it was a big eye-opener. More than anything, it sounds basic, but when you go back and reflect on the session, it was a really big eye-opener, and you realize how little things are really important. So I'm very, very glad.
Some of the most successful entrepreneurs, business professionals, working professionals, brides and grooms-to-be, and beauty pageant contestants have experienced the highly empowering workshops at the Savoir-Faire Academy. Savoir-Faire Academy offers a lifestyle-altering experience, and I can say this with absolute authority. Once you have mastered the art of social skills with Savoir-Faire, you can never be ordinary.
All right, there. Well, let's have a round of cheer there. That was a beautiful video indeed. In this ordinary world, we aim to be extraordinary indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so on that wonderful note, it's now time to march ahead for our next panel discussion. I've already shared the title. Of course, our session moderator will throw light on the topic as well. So on that note, I'd like to invite our session moderator, Mr. Sudarshan Malpani, the Head Transaction Management and Integrated Portfolio Services, JLL India, to please come on stage. A warm welcome, sir. Well, in a career spanning over 20 years, he has assisted numerous occupiers manage their corporate real estate and advised on workplace and portfolio strategy through creative solutions for clients such as Capgemini, Accenture, and GE, amongst others. As I also introduce our speakers, as you can notice, they'll be labeled up with the mics so that we can have all of them share their perspectives one by one. Now, joining our session moderator on the day is our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen. She represents a young and internationally acclaimed practice that's been recognized for over 30 prestigious international and national awards over the past years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage the founder of Planet 3 Studios, architect Santha Matu. Welcome, ma'am. Moving on to our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen. Presently, as the Managing Director of the Al Marjan Islam Development LLC, he's leading the development of the company's real estate investment and asset management, and also building relationships with major institutional owners and developers across the globe. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Abdullah Al Abduli to please come on stage. Welcome, sir. Well, moving on to our next speaker, he has over 22 years of experience in the real estate business in India, as well as the CEO of Ascenda's Singbridge India operations. He's involved in developing and managing commercial real estate developments. We'd like to invite on stage Mr. Sanjay Dutt. Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about his team that provides active oversight and management guidelines to the facilities and the property management operations with focus on the transitions, best practices, as well as continual improvement programs. We have with us the Senior Director, Asset Services of CBRE South Asia Private Limited. We'd like to invite Mr. Ashish Podar. That brings us to our final speaker for the panel discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, he heads the Form Design India, a furniture company, and is a chief designer in Addy Design, a product design company as well in India. And he also works in collaboration with the architects and interior designers for the execution of large format modular office furniture systems. Let's welcome Mr. Adhoti Rao. With a warm round of applause, everyone. And now let's come together from all the corners of the hall. Welcome all our speakers. One last time, can we have a round of cheer, everyone? Ah, that's right, that's right. Wonderful indeed. So do we have everybody labeled up with the mic? Almost everyone. Okay, so with that, I'm going to now request our session moderator, Mr. Malpani, to please take it over from here.
Sure.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So great. Our topic today, workspace management, raising the company's bottom line. Something most occupiers have been very focused on for several years. It's a fairly wide topic, and just break it down a little bit. So workspace is really kind of managing all aspects of the office, which includes development, operations, design, fitting it out in terms of also looking at technology, lighting, and really the ambience you create for your workforce in the offices. Since the global financial crisis, which really hit India in about 2009, most occupiers really focused on increasing the density of their offices, which was in terms of how do I sweat my real estate space by fitting more people in per square feet. And that's been kind of the trend for probably the better part of 2009 to about 2013 or 14. But what we've now seen is companies are now realizing that just packing people into offices is not necessarily helping with their bottom line, because it's impacted worker or employee productivity. And really the change has come in is where occupiers are looking to use a workspace really to drive employee productivity a lot more effectively. And they believe the increase in productivity will definitely raise the bottom line even more than just densification. There are also three key trends and shifts which we see affecting this change. One is really around the workforce shift, which was around the change in the type of people working in the offices. With you got a multi-generational workforce today working in the same space with very diverse needs. Welcome the millennials. Technology shifts in terms of the internet has really been a key enabler of people being able to enjoy mobile working or connect from anywhere. And really, the Internet of Things, that has the potential to really transform the real estate, the way we manage real estate. Lastly but not least, the key driver has always been the economic shift, which is in terms of that focus on cost since the global financial crisis has just not gone away for corporate occupiers. It continues to be something they all look at very carefully, but they're now veering towards driving people productivity through design, through better infrastructure, et cetera, in the offices to kind of create happy workplaces. I think most developers, designers, suppliers have adapted their offerings over the years, but I think, from the way we see it, this is probably the most challenging change which is coming, which is in terms of how do you create a workplace which makes me happy, makes my employees happy. And I think the pace at which it's evolving in India is probably faster than most other places in the world. While the trends may have emerged from other, some of the more mature markets, but I do believe India is kind of starting to catch up very quickly. So today, we're very lucky to have a really esteemed panel. We've got expertise in architecture, design, urban planning, real estate development, workspace management, and so we